calling for Kathleen Kennedy's head over the Obi Wan delay is a ridiculous double standard. Oh, really? Really? Yeah. This is the Mary Sue we're talking about. Remember this one? Rachel Leishman is the same girl who decided that she was so entitled. Like he answers to you. And you said nothing. You knew about the Obi Wan series for 4 years and said nothing. He doesn't answer to you, Cupcake. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube heartbeat, and I am tired of Rachel Leishman at the Mary Sue and these other sort of article writers. I have to use air quotes because they're just doing these for clicks. She probably doesn't believe half of the stuff she writes. She just decides for whichever thing is going to get the most clicks. Now, luckily for us, I kind of missed this one. And, shout out to Rob at Midnight's Edge for sending me this one. I'm glad I missed this one. Thank you for me being sick. I am disgusted with her entitled little opinion. What, just because what, daddy doesn't love you, you gotta go and attack every white man under the sun? Rachel Leishman, really? Because in my opinion, you sound like you have daddy issues. Oh yeah, you do. It's like what? Daddy didn't call you a princess enough times, so you decided that you could complain about how Ewan McGregor kept it quiet for 4 years about the Obi Wan series? Well, don't you worry your pretty little head, sweetheart, because it might still be in the works as a feature film, maybe, possibly, according to one Star Wars artist here. There's a couple of people floating around that maybe they've shortened it down into kind of a 4-episode arc, which they're going to trim into a feature film. There's a couple of little rumors here. But no, what's Rachel Leishman's opinion about here? Oh, calling for Kathleen's head over Obi-Wan delay is a ridiculous double standard. No. We've been calling for her to resign or not have a job at Lucasfilm anymore since The Last Jedi, since making the very, very bad call of not fixing The Last Jedi. Because that was really, really the big break in Star Wars for a lot of people. Now, like it or not, you've got to understand that had it not been for The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker probably wouldn't have been this huge studio course correct in the worst possible way imaginable, right? Had it not been for Last Jedi, a lot of fans would not have been so passionate for both ways, and it really fractured the entire fandom. It really, really did. Where a lot of people kind of walked out of Force Awakens and are like, eh. Some people really, really didn't like it. It wasn't so much franchise breaking as The Last Jedi. So no. You don't get to have this incorrect opinion. I guess you're entitled to your incorrect opinion. Sure. But the fact that you're calling it a double standard when you threw a temper tantrum about Ewan McGregor here just in October. No, sweetheart. What gives you the right? Seriously. And they do this just for the clicks. We know they do this for the clicks. That's why, use the archive if you're going to actually read along with me. But no, let's see what she says. Did you know that if you want to get a script right for a highly anticipated show, usually production, well, the internet will call for your head. Well, that's what's happening to Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy over the Obi Wan Star Wars TV series. News broke from the premiere of Birds of Prey, also featuring old Ben himself, Obi Wan, Ewan McGregor, that the Obi Wan series we have all been waiting for had its start date for shooting change from August to January. That's it. I wrote a piece when the rumor first started to circulate about the cancellation of the series because I'm tired of there being a constant string of takedowns of shows we really want from Disney+. That still stands. I hate this cycle and would rather just have news that centers around what's actually happening. Like Ewan McGregor simply saying that production was pushed back by a few months, when he doesn't even think it'll affect the series' launch date. The reasoning, oh, no, Cupcake. We're hearing all kinds of stories that no, they've indefinitely halted it. Indefinitely. That means foreversies. That means indefinitely. For the rest of eternity, they sent the people home. They're off looking for new jobs, Cupcake. That's what indefinitely means. And that's what Collider reported in their story that I covered a few days ago, right before she got her little panties in a bunch over this one. The reasoning seems to be that Kathleen Kennedy wanted more work on the scripts, which were all finished in D23, as she stated. But now there was only 2. Well, gee, quit changing your story, Kathy. Which probably comes from a mix of things, like the success of The Mandalorian and the not-so-success of Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars, as we currently know it, is an interesting place. The Mandalorian became my favorite property in the franchise, and the highly anticipated Rise of Skywalker upset many fans throughout the galaxy, both those who were already unhappy after The Last Jedi and those who weren't. Oh, yeah. Like the Reylos, we remember them. The ones who were super happy with the fact that little Mary Ray Palpatine got everything she ever wanted, and then were immediately upset when she took the name Skywalker.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
I'm still not tired of that one. That one's a fun one. I like bringing that one back. So I'm not surprised that Kathleen Kennedy wants to get the Obi Wan series perfect before they jump into filming. Oh, no. See, what's happening is she is trying to make, in my opinion, one last power play to swing her, imaginary you-know-what around, because she needs to assert authority. Because she's made the wrong call after wrong call after wrong call, waits until the last minute. Kathleen Kennedy waited so long to fire the Lego dudes from Solo that the crew and cast were cheering once they finally got rid of them. Seriously, something was wrong for so long on Solo that it took her 80-some days of shooting before she finally did something. That's enough to film 3. They filmed for long enough to film 3 movies. And this is from my sources who actually worked on the set. So come on. This is her MO. She waits too long to finally do something. So if she did wait this long to slow down, to halt production, to send people home, then this means the project was in the toilet months and months and months ago. And that when she was saying, yes, we have scripts at D23, she probably already knew that the scripts were either bad or not what she wanted. Because let's face it, these might be the best things we've ever seen out of Star Wars. They just might be too similar to The Mandalorian. They might not feature a strong female character, for example, and she might not be happy with that. This is what I'm hearing, is that she is not happy with the scripts. So for whatever reason, she decides now, last minute, to throw her weight around and halt production. That's all we know. What's fascinating is the backlash that surfaced online because of this report. Posts like the one below took over the internet, and calling a woman a effing W word because she wants to get Obi-Wan and his highly anticipated series right is honestly just a tip of the misogynistic iceberg that permeates this fandom. Oh, Cupcake, I want Kathy gone, all right? I don't want her calling the shots at all because she is not a good creative person. She might be the most amazing producer. She might be able to get all the money and the people in the right place at the right time. She might defend the crap out of everybody on set and treat them like they're her children. And the sun might very well shine out of her backside in the production aspect, as long as she stays nowhere near the creative. And that is her problem, is she is hiring the wrong people for the creative and pushing away the right ones. And she's waiting too long to do so, or to do anything. And that is the biggest problem. She's an incompetent you-know-what, and she doesn't know anything about Star Wars. She's willing to destroy the whole series for the sake of her agenda. F you. Yeah, I agree with that. I actually kind of agree with that statement. She is willing to destroy all of Star Wars just to swing her dick around, and that's where we're at with this thing. And that is the only place we're at with this thing. Because who is to say if these are good or not? I do not trust her judgment. She's the one who brought back Palpatine, for crying out loud. We got the Kathleen Kennedy, Bob Iger cut of Rise of Skywalker from everything we've been hearing from rumors. So no, she is not competent to do any of this. So what's the moral of this entire mess? Is that we should maybe just trust the process. Oh yeah, and then we get Rise of Skywalker. No, thank you very much. No, Rachel Leishman. Maybe us fans are the ones who actually got The Mandalorian made by making a big enough stink about it. Maybe us putting our foot down against Ghostbusters 2016 was another place where we got one foot in the right direction with Ghostbusters Afterlife. So maybe Rachel Leishman, we're entitled to vote with our dollars and to give our feedback online, as long as we do so in a respectful manner, unlike the Raylos that actually went out to J.J. Abrams, sending him actual death threats, or Adam Driver for not leaving his wife for Daisy Ridley. So, Rachel Leishman, maybe you should shut your mouth up as well, because maybe, Rachel Leishman, your opinion is incorrect, and maybe trusting the process is what got us in this mess in the first place. Thank you very much. With the exception of my feelings on The Rise of Skywalker, I have trusted and enjoyed every other property under Kathleen Kennedy's jurisdiction. Well, maybe you should go suck her dick and work for her then, Cupcake, because I do not trust that woman any farther than I can throw her. And I'm not super strong. She may be tiny and teeny and scrawny and skinny, but she still weighs more than 100 pounds, and she is probably well without or outside of my lifting limit here. As many have rightfully pointed out, the same people who blame her for every single fault never seem to give her any credit for the good things. Conspicuously including, in this case, The Mandalorian, a very successful... No, she had nothing to do with it. She visited the set for about 5 minutes and was seated behind George Lucas. She had nothing to do with The Mandalorian because she was busy working on Rise of Skywalker. Oh, yeah, she was busy making sure that little Mary Ray Palpatine...
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
got her focus on the movie, and Luke got pushed aside. That is all, so don't you forget that one. Hollywood isn't inherently is to play. Of course it is. And Kennedy's rise to power has been constantly met with a mix of fans yelling for one reason or another. Too much diversity, not enough diversity. Shut up. What I don't understand and I don't like is the fact that a perfectly reasonable explanation for filming pushback has resulted in Kathleen Kennedy being called every sexist thing under the sun. Shut up! We've been trying to get rid of her for years because she is solely the person responsible at the end of the day. And the fact that she's a woman is not going to protect her precious butt from criticism. If she were a man, she'd be ruining the same thing the same way. Even if you were somebody like Bob Iger trying to push in all of these agenda crap and politics into the movies. Because you know what? It doesn't matter who and who's doing it, but at the end of the day, it's just the fact that they are sacrificing the story in place of the agenda and blaming us when we don't like it and we don't want to be called names and insulted for $1. And you get organizations like ours, which is a consumer advocacy group trying to fight for better products for all of us. Because we're fans. At the end of the day, we want good entertainment. It is none of your concern, Mary Sue writer Rachel Leishman, who throws temper tantrums when she doesn't get her Obi Wan series. And here's your other one. So far, the Kenobi series is on track, canceling it ahead of schedule. That's our other article I was going to click to. We don't need it. It's irrelevant. This is the one that was important, where she threw her little temper tantrum thinking that it was up to Ewan McGregor to clear it with her. With her precious behind. No, it's not, okay? You can shut your mouth as well. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Am I too hard on Rachel Leishman's really, really incorrect opinion? Because in my opinion, she's just doing these things for the controversy and the hate clicks. I am MechaRandom42, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!